Mr Speaker, it's my intention just to take a short call on this Psychoactive Substances Amendment Bill in the name of the Minister of Health, the Honourable Tony Ryle. And so, Sir, in doing so, I'm pleased to note that as of May the 8th at 12:01, the products that are currently on the market will become unapproved products, and that there will be heavy penalties for selling or supplying them, and that will also become illegal to possess them, and so that should be an adequate warning to anyone who's considering stockpiling. Sir, 2020 hindsight is a wonderful thing. 2020 foresight, however, is a far more rare and unusual thing. And it amazes me, Mr Speaker, that the previous Speaker from the Labor Party could stand up and regale the House with her version of history and her version of what she thinks is the truth when she and her party voted to support this legislation, as did every other member in the House, with the honourable exception of the Honourable John Banks, the member for Epsom. And so, when he was speaking earlier on in this debate, Sir, he said that we collectively got it wrong, and we probably did. We did collectively get it wrong. And the mistake we made, Sir, was to apply a transition period to these drugs. And we thought, as a collective House, that that was the right thing to do. It turns out that it wasn't. These, Sir, are complicated issues. They are complicated issues not just for this Parliament, for New Zealand and for New Zealanders, but they are complicated issues for the entire world. Just a week or two ago, Sir, in Time magazine, I noticed that there was a very good and comprehensive article about how the Americans were trying to grapple with this exact same issue. And in the article it said, Sir, the most complicated drug problem in the world right now isn't meth or cocaine or heroin, it's synthetic drugs. And, Sir, I want to just make a single point before sitting down and commending this bill to the House, and it's got to do with the Greens' position on this bill. Sir, many of us spend a lot of time and effort. We convince a lot of voters, we put forward compelling cases as to why we should come to this Parliament to represent our constituencies and the people who put us in this Parliament. Sir, to come to the Parliament and then as a caucus to make a united decision to abstain on a hard piece of legislation is the ultimate parliamentary cop-out. And for the Greens to come to this House on many other issues and sanctimoniously lecture members of the House about their positions on a whole range of issues, but yet when they come to a hard decision, simply not to take it and not to make it is, as I say, the absolute ultimate cop-out. And I'm sure that Green supporters all around the country are watching that lack of decision on their part. Sir, there is an old proverb that says, when you reach a fork in the road, take it. When you reach a fork in the road, take it. And my invitation to the Greens is that they should reconsider their cop-out position, and that they should reconsider their decision to abstain from this legislation, and they should actually come out, make a decision and show that maybe one day in the future they could be potentially a fit and able potential coalition partner for a future government many, many years away from today. But right now, Sir, they have shown and proved completely and conclusively that they are not fit to make any kind of hard decision, and that they do not do so on the hard issues of the day. Sir, I commend this bill to the House.
Mr Speaker.
I call Larissa Wall.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to participate in this first reading of the Psychoactive Substance